with no parachute. Me and you take a risk and never do.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Helen, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys about Korean skincare for beginners. If you guys are new here, my name is Helen and I make videos every single week about K-beauty and fashion. So if you're interested in that, make sure to subscribe down below. Anyways, this video has been highly requested. People on TikTok keep asking me, what Korean skincare products should I use as a beginner? Or what Korean skincare products that I should use as a teen? So this video will be Korean skincare for beginners 101. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a dermatologist or an esthetician. I'm just someone on the internet that's tried a lot of Korean beauty products and has done extensive research on the internet. I'm hoping this video will help some of you guys out who are trying to start your skincare routines, because it's always good to take care of your skin. Anyways, without further ado, let's just jump right into the video. So before you start any sort of skincare routine, you really need to understand your skin type and your skin concerns. So examples of skin types would be dry, oily, or combination. And some examples of skin concerns may be acne, under eye circles, wrinkles, texture, etc. I think it's really important to really understand what kind of skin types you have and your skin concerns, because the products that you use really revolve around that. There's a lot of videos on YouTube that explain this more in depth, so I'll leave a couple of those down below. So for example, I personally have really dry skin, and some of my skin concerns are wrinkles, fine lines, and texture. We love dry skin life. So all of the products that I use are beneficial for dry skin, and all of the treatment products that I use are targeted for my specific skin concerns. So now that we have that out of the way, we need to understand a basic skincare regimen. So I'm pretty sure you guys all know Korean skincare because it got popularized in the West because of a 10-step Korean skincare routine. Even though that trend was really popular, I think right now they're really focusing more on a very basic, very solid foundation of a skincare routine. And I think that's great, especially for beginners. So when you're a beginner to skincare, you really don't need an elaborate routine at all. I really think you only need these 3 steps in order to have a really good foundation. And those 3 steps would be cleansing, moisturizing, and SPF. As for cleansing, I'm super passionate about double cleansing. I think everyone should do it. Honestly, I would get a PhD in double cleansing if I could. That's a lot of years researching double cleansing. Anyways, so double cleansing is the practice of cleansing your skin twice. First with an oil-based cleanser and second with a water-based cleanser. The oil-based cleansers can help cleanse up all the oil-based sebums and other extra gunk off your skin. It can also really help break down makeup as well. While the water-based cleansers can help thoroughly cleanse off all the dirt on your skin. I think everyone should be double cleansing because if you're wearing SPF, you should be cleansing, and you better be wearing SPF. We'll get into that later. So my 2 recommendations for an oil-based cleanser would either be the Heimish All Clean Balm or the Iunique Calendula Complete Cleansing Oil. That was a tongue twister. Iunique Calendula Complete Cleansing Oil. Say that 5 times fast. I really like both of these oil cleansers. I personally prefer balm cleansers because I find that they are easier to manipulate. Like cleansing oils can kind of get everywhere, whereas balm cleansers, they emulsify when you apply to your skin. I really like the Heimish one because I think it's a super no-frills cleanser. It's definitely on the more affordable side as well. It's never irritated my skin or my eyes and takes off all of my waterproof eye makeup. I always suggest that one when people ask me what they should start out with. And for a cleansing oil, I've really been loving the one from Iunique. I know a bunch of other skincare YouTubers recommend this as well. So I've always leaned more towards cleansing balms because oils just kind of get everywhere. But I really like this one because it's super lightweight, and even though it's super lightweight, it still takes off all my makeup even if I'm wearing really heavy eye makeup that day. And it still leaves my skin feeling moisturized afterwards. So what you do for a cleansing oil or cleansing balm is that you use it and apply it directly to your face when it's dry. You gently rub the oil into your skin, and your body heat will help it emulsify into a liquid. And after that, you just rinse it off with water. Please don't use cooking oil to take off the makeup on your skin. Those aren't formulated with emulsifiers, which are ingredients in the skincare product that helps you rinse off the cleansing oil completely. So it's very possible that it'll clog your pores and you won't be able to rinse all of it off with water. So yes, please stick to the formulated skincare products. As for water-based cleansers, I don't have my favorites with me right now, but the ones that I do like are the Crave Beauty Matcha Hemp Hydrating Cleanser, as well as the Cosrx Low pH Good Morning Gel Cleanser. So for both of them, they're super no frills and they're pretty affordable as well. They're both gel cleansers, which I appreciate because I find them the most gentle and non-stripping of the skin. I find that cleansing can be actually the most stripping step of your skincare routine and can be the most damaging if you do it too often, and also depending on what kind of cleanser you're using. Because most cleansers can't really differentiate the good oils on your skin versus all the excess sebum and dirt. So you really want to make sure you're using a gentle hydrating cleanser, regardless if you have oily or dry skin. So the next step after double cleansing would be moisturizing. So moisturizing is super important for your skin because after your 2 rounds of cleansing, your skin is probably pretty stripped and you need to bring that moisture and hydration back into your skin. So I have 2 recommendations for you guys today, and that's the Crave Beauty Oh So Simple Water Cream as well as the iUnique Centella Calming Gel Cream. These 2 are both really great, very simple creams. I would suggest the iUnique Centella Gel Cream would probably be better for people with more oily skin, and the water cream will probably be better with more dry skin. As someone with dry skin, I think the Crave Beauty one is perfect consistency for the daytime, but for the nighttime I would use a little bit more. So these are both really great. They're very lightweight on the skin, they're non-comedogenic so they won't clog your pores. Both of these also work really well under makeup, and that's really important for me because I don't want my foundation pilling up throughout the day. A common misconception of people with oily skin is that they don't need to moisturize, and that's 100% false. You do need to moisturize. Actually, when you don't give your skin the moisture that it needs, your skin will produce more sebum and more oil in order to compensate for that. So make sure you always moisturize. So last but not least is sunscreen. Ah yes, sunscreen, the thing I dread every single day when I was growing up. I swear, every single Asian family got their sunscreen from Costco. Either that Olay facial moisturizers, which honestly wasn't that bad, or the dreaded Neutrogena one. Anyways, I'm happy to tell you there's a lot better sunscreens out there now, especially Korean sunscreens. Sunscreen is super important. You have to put this on every single day, regardless if you're outside or inside. And the sunscreens that I recommend are the Purito sunscreens. So Purito has 2 really great sunscreens, one chemical, one physical. I would recommend to anyone that I actually care about. So I'm recommending it to you guys. So the chemical sunscreen that I personally really like is the Centella Green Level Unscented Sunscreen. And I love this one because it's unscented, so it doesn't have any essential oils, it has no white cast, and it's suitable for all skin types. It sinks into the skin really quickly, so I don't have to wait too long before I put any makeup on top of it. The other one that I'm really excited about is the Comfy Water Sunblock, and this is actually a physical sunscreen. So if you guys don't know, the difference between the physical and the chemical sunscreen is based on what kind of sunscreen filters or ingredients that they use in each one. The physical one basically has ingredients that sit on top of your skin to reflect UV rays, whereas the chemical sunscreens have ingredients that absorb the UV rays and then release it out as infrared rays. So some people are actually allergic or are sensitive to chemical sunscreens, so I would suggest to people who have more sensitive skin to use a physical sunscreen like this one. So the reason I'm so excited about this particular physical sunscreen is because physical sunscreens don't really have a good rep. They're really known to be very heavy on the skin and cause a really heavy white cast, but this one defies all of that. So for you guys who have sensitive skin, be so happy that this one came out. This has basically no white cast, like it's so minimal that you can't really tell. It works for all skin tones and it feels super lightweight on the skin. Honestly, it feels very similar to a chemical sunscreen. So yes, I really recommend both of these. They're both under $15 on YesStyle. I think they can actually range from like 15 to 17, so don't quote me on the $15, but it's definitely under 20 bucks. Please, please, please try these out. I promise you they won't disappoint. And if they're available on YesStyle, I'll put my YesStyle discount code on the screen right here so you guys can save a little bit more money while taking care of your skin. So now that we've gone over recommendations, I have some general tips for you guys who are new to skincare. These are tips I wish someone would have told me when I was a teenager and was starting my skincare routine. So my first tip is to be very, very gentle with your skin. You really don't want to be super abrasive and harsh on your skin because even if you are young right now and you can't really see the repercussions of that, when you're older it will really show in wrinkles and fine lines. And we don't want that, right? We want to preserve the elasticity of our skin as much as we can. Also, tip number 2 is never forget your neck. So I used to always apply these skincare products just on my face and be really, really gentle with my face and do all like just good skincare practices, but never, never, never apply that to my neck. I didn't really realize this until later, but apparently your neck is one of the first places in your body that will show aging. You want to treat the skin on your neck just as well as the skin on your face. Remember to apply basically your entire skincare routine, not just for your face, but also for your neck. Another application tip would be, after you're done cleansing, make sure your skin is a little bit damp before you put on the next skincare product. The reason for this is because we want the moisturizer to penetrate deep into your skin. I saw this analogy somewhere on YouTube or TikTok, but just think of your skin as a sponge. When the sponge is completely dry, it doesn't really absorb that much water. When your sponge is a little bit damp, it absorbs water a lot better. So that's the same thing with your skin. When your skin is a little bit damp, it really absorbs the products a lot better than when your skin is completely dry. And my fourth tip is to change your pillowcase frequently. Okay, I know a lot of people already know this, but I didn't do this when I was younger. A lot of times when I broke out when I was younger, it was always on the side of my face right here because I am a side sleeper. Honestly, this is really nasty now that I think about it, but I rarely change or clean my pillowcase. Now I switch it out every single week, so improvements. But yes, remember to clean your pillowcases pretty often so that there's nothing in the pillowcase that could potentially cause you to break out. So those are all the tips and recommendations that I have for you guys who are new to Korean skincare. Make sure to like and subscribe for new content every single week. Leave me a comment on your skin type and your skin concerns so maybe I can think of some videos that can really help you guys with that. If you want to see what I'm doing outside of YouTube, make sure to follow me on TikTok and Instagram because I post there pretty much daily. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!
You're the only one who makes it safe to open up when I'm tripping over us. You catch me.